Hi, I'm Tom Massey. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this Mustang that I restored. As you know, we bought it a year ago, yesterday to be a fact. I spent 3.5 months working on it over the winter, took it all apart, fixed the damage, what little damage it had on it, and took it to work pieces at a time, and Paula painted it for me. And then I took the hull of the car and painted it and put her all back together, and I'm going to share a few things of what I've done to her. The hood was fiberglass and didn't fit real good, so I made it fit. The bumper cover is supposed to be black on this part all the way out. I decided that I wanted this one to be a little bit different, so I just painted around the headlights. The fender on this side, somebody had jacked it up underneath to change a tire or something somewhere down the line, and it had pooched it out at the fender and the door gap real bad, so I ran across 2 fenders off of an 85 model that was in really, really good shape. So therefore I changed those, and I'll tell you what all else I changed. The door just had a few door dings on it. I put new emblems, new moldings on the fender, new moldings on the door, new moldings on the quarter. The moldings on the bumper were made into the bumper, so I just sanded them, painted them. I had all the moldings, put new weather strip moldings, painted these, put new belt moldings on here, and painted all of this, painted all the mirrors, put a new antenna on it, put new cowl screen and new moldings here. I sanded the hood at the back to make it to where it wouldn't hit the cowl screen when it was raised up. Painted all the moldings. You can't see them now, but all those moldings are painted. We went to the 60th anniversary Mustang show, and one of the vendors had just came out with this, so I ordered one of those, got it, put it on, put new taillight lenses in it, and they have the Ford logo on them, believe it or not, and put new emblems on the trunk lid, put new gaskets around the lock cylinders. Ended up putting a new power window motor in this door because the other one quit with the new weather strips. All new weather strips across here, new visors. I'd already put in a windshield. There's the sticker that we got for being in the 60th anniversary Mustang show. We didn't show the car, we just displayed it because I didn't know at what point the restoration would be, and there was just so many cars that they let in to the show part, and I didn't want to bring a primered car into the show and knock somebody out of their finished car being in it. Several people asked me why I was on display, not in the show, but I put in new seat covers, new seat foam, wired there's wire underneath the seat foam, and I put new wire in because some of those were broke. I'd already put in a new dash, upper pad and all that, new sun visors, and I finished the carpet up on the rear seat delete I made so that I could carry Johnny's motility device. I carpeted it on Tuesday night, I think it was April the 2nd, and we were leaving April the 4th on a Thursday to go to Barber Motor Speedway for the 60th anniversary Mustang show. But the paint on this car is phenomenal. You can see my shadow, and I'm about 6 foot from it. It's not going to look real good on this side because the sun's on it, but I put new door handles on both sides, and I painted under the hood. I painted under the hood at home. I peeled I took all this stuff off of it and laid it over on the engine, painted it before I put the fenders on, put new sticker on that, put new stickers up here. I shortened the hood prop rod about 3 inches so that it wouldn't open too high. I painted the header panel. I painted it gray like fiberglass color would be. I put a new air conditioning condenser in because it wasn't that expensive and it was there and the other one looked bad. I sanded the underneath side of the hood where the fiberglass was real rough. I sanded it and made it slick, and you can see the reflection of the air breather. I just didn't like the way the hood looked with the fiberglass. And one guy at the show said, I didn't know they made a metal cow hood for these cars. And I told him, well, that one's cow screen. I mean, that one was a cow hood that was fiberglass, and I just did a lot of work on it. Put new rubber bushing bumpers for the hood, the new cow screen seal across the thing where the hood seals on it. Painted all the underneath, all this little stuff. I still got to do some dressing up underneath. That'll come along as we enjoy it on rainy nights when I can't do nothing, now that I can do the little minor stuff. One thing that is kind of funny, I had it apart so long, when I hooked up the antenna to the radio, I couldn't get the radio to play. So I spent about 2.5 to 3 hours trying to figure out what was wrong with it. Come to find out, I took this fuse right here out so that the amp wouldn't have power to it, and I forgot about it. The car is really straight, really shiny. We're really proud of it. It gets a lot of compliments. We drove at Chick-fil-A in East Ridge tonight, and a very young man got out of a Volkswagen Rabbit and looked at us and said, I love your Fox body. That really makes me proud that there's still some younger generation people out there that know what a Fox body is. So I guess this is pretty much narrowed it down. There's no paint lines because it didn't have any doors or fenders, no trunk lid on it, no bumper, no tail lights, no body side moldings. The car looked like it'd been stripped when I took it to work, and we got her painted, put back together. Now hopefully there'll be many years of us enjoying this car. It's actually rolled over to 57,300 and something miles now. So we put almost 6,000 miles on it in 1 year. And just imagine how many miles it would have had on it if it wasn't down for 3.5 months. Really, really needs to be said. Thanks to Paula Miller for the paint job. She did a fabulous job, and everybody asked me who has painted it, and I've told them who painted it, and I don't know how many people have wanted to take their car apart and let her paint their car. I'm not going to tell them how to get a hold of her, because I want the only hot rod in the North Georgia area, Southeast Tennessee, that has a Paula Miller paint job on it that hasn't been a wreck car that we fix every day. I hope everybody likes the video. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the car. See anything I need to do to the car that I don't already know I need to do? Tell me what you think I need to do. And I know there's one guy, he's going to ask me when can he drive it, and I'm going to say, not going to happen. I won't mention his name, but he knows who I'm talking about. And no, you can't ride in it either. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy the video. There'll be more coming up in the future.